Hello, good morning students. See, welcome back to our e-learning session and this is your third lecture of accounts chapter number 9. Okay, see in our last session we complete our first illustration. Now we will discuss about the second illustration, that is combined journal entry. First of all we see the simple journal entries and from that the posting, process of posting. We already see that here on the board. Now the combined journal entry, process of posting of combined joint journal entry. First of all read that, then we will discuss about that. First of all I am giving you here 1 minute, read that first full, then we will discuss about directly illustration number 2. See that process of posting of combined or joint journal entry. Joint journal entry is given in the example: purchase account debit to Vishal account to cash account. Here in the purchase account, on the debit side we have to record first to Vishal account to cash account. In the Vishal account credit side we have to write down by purchase account, but the amount is we have to take 12,000. In the cash account we have to record on the credit side, but the amount we have to take 6,000, and the opposite side name, that is purchase account. See the given example. Now the 5 points, stage wise 5 point is given. Just see that. Again the one example is given: Dhyani account debit, cash account debit to sales account, that is the combined journal entry. See what is combined journal entry? First of all, whenever one account is debited, one account is credited, it is called a simple journal entry. Whenever more than one account is debited or more than one account is credited, it is called combined entry. And now we have to see that the process of posting from combined journal entry, that is more than one debit or more than one credit. Okay. See here Dhyani's account debit. So on the Dhyani's account debit side, amount column 16,000 and the opposite side name, that is to sales account. Again cash account debit side, amount is 8,000. Whatever the amount is written in the particular account, that is cash account or Dhyani account, we have to write down that particular amount in the amount column of the cash account or Dhyani account. And the name only, particular column name only, we have to return opposite side name, that is to sales account. And in the sales account credit side, by Dhyani's account 16,000 and by cash account 8,000. We have to write down that. Okay. So first of all, see the ledger also. Here one entry is given on the next page. See that first by yourself. Then we will discuss about our illustration number 2. So first please see that. Cash account debit 50,000, 30,000, that is loan. Stock and goods account debit, furniture account debit, to creditors, that is debts, to Jignesh loan account and to capital account. So here in the combined entry, 6 accounts are affected. 6 different accounts are affected and we have to make a combined entry for that. More than one debit, more than one credit, that is okay. On the side, opposite side name we are writing. But here what we have to do, see cash transaction. First of all 50,000 and 30,000, 2 cash transactions are there. So in the cash account we have to write down 2 different accounts, 50,000 for the capital and the 30,000 for the Jignesh loan. Okay. So here in the cash account debit side, we have to write down 50,000 and 30,000, not directly 80,000, because 2 amounts are included, combined in this entry. 50,000 we are or the owner brought in cash as a capital and the 30,000 is taken from Jignesh as a loan. Okay, so here we can say that two different cash comes into the business. That's why cash account debit two times. Cash account debit one time for two capital account 50,000 and second time two Jignesh loan account 30,000. That is two entries in the cash account debit side, right? Second one, stock of goods account debit 55,000. So in the stock of goods account debit side, this one is also your capital, because whatever you are brought into the business, that is what, in cash or in kind, whatever you are brought into the business, that is called capital. That is the definition of capital. In the first chapter we already see this definition, and in the remaining chapters we already discussed about that. Again I am telling you that what is the definition of capital: any cash or kind brought by the owner into the business, that is called capital. Here stocks of the business, stock of goods, here taken away by the brought in by the owner into the business, that's why that is his capital. Okay, so goods account debit side two capital account 55,000, that is the entry. Third point, furniture again brought by the owner, that's why that is also capital. So furniture account debit side two capital account 12,000. Now the creditors is also, see that here we are not making an entry, but creditors is also brought in by the owner. That's why at that time, what is the journal entry? If we are doing a separate entry, see, not combined entry, if we are doing a separate entry for the creditors brought in by the owner, that means here capital account is debited, creditors is our liability, that's why creditors account is created. And if creditors account is created, then capital, whatever brought in by the business, brought in by the owner into the business, that is called capital. That's why here capital is debited. Capital account debit to creditors account. So here on the creditors account credit side by capital, here the amount is 8,000 we have to write down, right? In the Jignesh loan account we have to write down cash, because Jignesh loan, cash to Jignesh loan, that is the journal entry. See, whatever the combined entry is given, we have to know definitely compulsory that what is the separate entry for this transaction. Here in the combined entry Jignesh loan is included, but what is the separate entry for the Jignesh loan? Cash to Jignesh loan, that is the separate entry. So in the Jignesh loan account, cash account is recorded by cash account, amount is 30,000. On the credit side Jignesh loan by cash account 30,000 we have to write down. And in the capital account all the entries, that is cash 50,000 credit side, then stock of goods 55,000 credit side, then furniture 12,000 on the credit side, and creditors, that is debts, on the debit side 8,000. That is the posting of this combined journal entry. See here again, see that full journal entry as well as posting, whatever I am explaining you here. Now after that we will discuss about illustration number 2, but here we have to know about this illustration. So first see this illustration again very carefully, please read that, and if you have any doubts then please join the Zoom class and ask me. See this illustration, just given an example for the combined entry, and we are posting that combined entry in different 6 accounts. And now we have to discuss about the illustration number 2. So please first of all see that. Okay, I hope you read that or see that particular example. Now we will discuss about the illustration number 2. And first of all, write down the journal entries, and then we have to record into different accounts, different affected accounts. So first of all, write down, please write down journal entry. I am not writing down the journal entry because you know very well about the journal entries, format and journal entry. So I hope you can do it. So now please write down in your fair book first journal entry of illustration number 2. First of all, draw the format journal entries in the books of Kavish. Journal entry in the books of Kavish. Date, particulars, LF, debit, credit, please prepare that. Illustration number 2, please prepare in your fair book. Okay, I hope you draw that. Journal entries in the books of Kavish, date, particulars, LF, debit, credit. First entry, March 2018. First, brought cash of rupees 39,000 and personal furniture of rupees 7,500 into the business. See here, 39,000 as a cash and the remaining 7,500 as a personal furniture brought into business. That means what? Whatever any cash or any kind brought in by the owner into the business, that is called capital. So the entry is cash account debit. First entry, cash account debit 39,000, furniture account debit 7,500, to capital account 46,500. I repeat, cash account debit 39,000, furniture account debit 7,500, to capital account 46,500, being the cash and furniture brought in business as a capital. Being cash and furniture brought in by the owner as a capital. Second, pay, underline one line after that. That means here first transaction is over. Now second one, paid towards our dues of 8,200 to Parth and 3,000 to Munj. Here, whatever our dues, the our dues means what? Business dues is there. And we are paying two parties, that is Parth and Munj. Two parties we are paying to that. Debit the receiver, that's why Parth account debit, Munj account debit, both are the receiver, that's why both account debit, and paid what is there, that's why it is a cash transaction, that's why to cash account. So write down the journal entry, Parth account debit 8,200. On the second, Parth account debit 8,200, Munj account debit 3,000, to cash account 11,200, to cash account 11,200, being the cash paid towards our dues, being cash paid towards our dues, right? So second journal entry is over. Now see that the third journal entry, please underline, that is draw a line after the transaction. That means second transaction is over. Now fifth date, third transaction, received a cross check of 7,000 in full settlement of 7,400 dues from Mansi. Here 7,400 dues from Mansi. Mansi is receiver or giver? C is giver. Okay, so giver account is credited. So Mansi account is credited with 7,400. But C is paying only 7,000 cross check. So bank is the receiver now. So bank account debit with 7,000. The remaining 400 rupees is discount. That's why discount is our expense here. That's why discount account also debited with 400. So the entry on 5th March. Write down. Bank account debit 7,000. Discount account debit 400. Bank account debit 7,000. Discount account debit 400. To Mansi account 7,400. To Mansi account 7,400. So, being the check received against the dues from Mansi. And draw one line after that. That is, this transaction is also over. Now the next point, that is 7th, 4th entry and 7th date. Goods sold of 6,400 to Nitin, and of these 3,200 to Paresh. Right? Goods sold 6,400 to Nitin and 3,200 to Paresh. Two party. I am selling the goods to two party at the same time, at the same day. So what is the combined entry? Nitin and the Paresh both are receiver. So debit the receiver account. So here on the 7th March, Nitin account debit 6,400. Paresh account debit 3,200, and both are sales. That's why two sales account 9,600. Again, I repeat that. Nitin account debit 6,400. Paresh account debit 3,200. Two sales account 9,600. That is the journal entry. And the last, 9th one, a laptop of 25,000 purchased from Piyush Electronic and paid rupees 5,000 cash towards this. Laptop purchase 25,000 and only paid 5,000 towards this. So the remaining amount is on the credit basis. So please write down that. Computer is our assets. That's why computer account debit. Computer account debit 25,000. To cash is paid. That's why to cash account 5,000. And the remaining amount to Piyush Electronic account 20,000. Computer account debit 25,000. To cash account 5,000. To Piyush Electronic account 20,000, because Piyush Electronic is the giver, credit the giver, that's why it is credited. And being narration of the previous entry transaction is also remaining, being the goods sold to Nitin and Paresh. After that, draw one line, and this entry I forgot. Now 9th entry, computer account debit to cash account to Piyush Electronic account, and the end narration being the laptop purchase of rupees 25,000 from Piyush Electronic store and paid 5,000 cash. Being laptop purchase of rupees 10,000 from 25,000 from Piyush Electronic store and paid only rupees 5,000 in cash. Complete the sum. So make the total and complete the journal entry first. Then we will discuss about the ledger posting accounts. Please complete that. Okay, I hope you complete that. Now see ledger accounts. all the accounts affected we have to prepare. Okay, and see that how many times the entry for the particular account is given here. We just have to first make the journal entry because we know how many entries are recorded in particular accounts. So see that all the journal entries. First account affected is cash account. How many times the cash account is there? One debit in the first, second credit in the second, third no cash, fourth no cash, fifth credit. So two credit and one debit. So cash account is for 3 lines only, nothing else. Okay. So ledger of Kavish heading. Now the cash account. Date, particulars, JF. Amount, date, particulars, JF and amount. This is the first account and this is only 3-line account. Now the next one is furniture account. Only furniture account has how many entries? Furniture in the first, then no, second, third, fourth and fifth. So furniture account only one entry. That's why only one line for that. Here the furniture account. Only one entry for that. That's why here the second entry. Next account is which account? Then capital account. See capital account in the first entry, then second no, third no, fourth no and fifth no. Only one entry for the capital account is there. That's why we have to prepare capital account for 2 lines because these 2 entries recorded in this side. So only 2 entry. That's why only 2 lines. Two lines for that. Okay. Next one after capital account. Next affected account is second entry Parth and Munj to cash. So cash already is there. Now Parth and Munj account we have to prepare. Path account. Only one entry for that, that's why here only one line. Now Munj account. Parth and Munj account is there, and the cash account is already there. We already prepared that cash account, that's why we don't have to prepare cash account. Now in the third entry, bank, discount and Mansi, we have to prepare 3 account. Bank, see, for that only one entry is there for the bank, that's why bank account. Then discount account. Now next, fifth, after that seventh, Nitin and Paresh and sales. So Nitin account, Nitin account. Only one line is there, that's why After that, Nitin account. Second account is Paresh account. Then sales account. So please prepare these in your fair book. Sales account. After that, which account was affected in the ninth entry? Computer, cash already is there, and Piyush Electronic Store. So computer and Piyush Electronic Store, two remaining accounts are there. Only two accounts. Computer or laptop account debit, or you can say computer. Computer or laptop account, and then the last one is Piyush Electronic Store account. Piyush Electronic account only. So all the accounts we prepare, I hope you also complete that in your exercise, in your example book. Now just make a posting from your journal entries. Please make a posting first. What is that? Brought cash. So cash account debit. So here first of all, cash account. We have to write down in all the accounts debit and credit compulsory. DR and CR, you have to write down in each and every account. Debit and credit, DR and CR in each and every account. Okay, so first entry, cash account is debited. So cash account debit side. What is the entry? See, the opposite side name is capital, but the date is 1st March 2019. So here 2019 first then March in the date column first, and the opposite sider name, that is to capital account, and the amount what we have to write down, capital account amount 46,500. No, we have to write down the cash account amount. What is the cash account debit amount? Is 39,000. Only the opposite sider name we have to write here, that is capital account, but the amount we have to write down compulsory, whatever the concern with the cash account. So here 39,000 is recorded. To capital account, 39,000 cash account debit side. That is the first posting. Now the furniture account, again furniture account debit. So furniture account debit side, same date 2019 March 1st, to capital account. Opposite sider is common. Opposite sider name is capital account, and the capital account here, after return the capital account, what the amount we have to return, that is concerned with the furniture account. What is the amount? That is 7,500. So 7,500 we have to write down here. To capital account 7,500. In the furniture account debit side, to capital account, that is opposite side name, but the amount is 7,500 we have to record. Okay. Now the next capital account, on the capital account credit side, both the entries to capital account. That's why on the credit side both the entries, these and these, to capital. That's why buy cash, buy furniture we have to write down. Buy cash account. See here the entry amount is 39,000. Buy furniture account from these. Amount is 7,500 we have to take on from these. See here in the capital account, these two entries are now posting. So cash account, the opposite sider name is cash account. So by cash account amount is 39,000. By furniture account amount is 7,500. We have to return on the capital account credit side. See that capital account credit side, two entries are there, cash 39 and furniture 7,500. We already recorded these two. So here the first entry, combined entry posting is over. Okay. Now the second entry, Parth account debit, Munj account debit to cash account. So here in the Parth account, first of all on the debit side, again write down the date, that is 2019 March 2nd. Parth account debit side, opposite side is to cash account. That's why opposite side name here we have to write down to cash account. Amount is, we have to write down the amount of, not cash account, amount of Parth account. Parth account is 8,200. Right? So 8,200, write down that. Parth account debit side to cash account 8,200. Same way. Munj account debit side, same date 2019 March 2nd, same entry to cash account, and the amount is changed only, that is 3,000. Parth account debit side to cash account 8,200, Munj account debit side to cash account 3,000. That is the posting. Only these two. Now this two is recorded in the cash account because this one is the only debit side. Now we have to record this transaction on the credit side. That means posting to the credit side. That is here 2019 March 2nd. Here Parth account we are recording. That's why credit side by Parth account. Amount we have to take from here, that is 8,200. Second entry again by Munj account. Here Munj account amount is taken from here 3,000. So the posting of second entry, 2 debit, 2 credit over. Here 2 debit and 2 credit over. All times all the debit and credit are equal entries, so please be careful about that. if all the debits are complete, then please see that all the credit are complete or not. Or if all the credit is complete, then please see that all the debit is complete or not. Whatever the debit amount is there, whatever the debit entry is there, same way credit 2 entries, 1 and 2, debit entry here and 1 and 2 credit entry here for the first, and for the second 1 and 2 debit and 1 and 2 credit entry for the second transaction. Now the third transaction, see that bank account debit, discount account debit to Mansi account. So bank account debit side, discount account debit side, and Mansi account, Mansi account. We are not preparing a Mansi account, that's why here I am preparing that. Mansi account, date, particulars, JF amount, date, particulars, JF and amount. Now in the bank account debit side, 7,000. Bank account debit side, 2019 March 5th. Opposite side name, that is 2 Mansi account. The amount is 7,000. Same way, discount account debit side, amount is 400. 2019 March 5 to Mansi account. Here 2 Mansi account 7,000 in the bank account, 2 Mansi account 400 in the discount account. Now in the Mansi account credit side, two entries are there. Bank account here debited, that's why Mansi account credited by bank account 7,000 rupees, and the same date by discount account 400 rupees. Okay, so this is the posting to debit to credit of third entry. Posting of third entry is over. Now the fourth entry, Nitin account debit, Paresh account debit to sales account. So Nitin account debit side, 2019 March 7. Yes. See, Nitin account debit side, opposite side name, that is to sales account. But the amount we have to take on Nitin. Nitin amount is 6,400. So here we have to write down 6,400. Paresh account debit side, to sales account, opposite side name, but the amount is taken as a Paresh amount, that is Paresh amount is 3,200. Nitin account debit side to sales account 6,400, Paresh account debit side to sales account 3,200. Now these both the entries we have recorded on the credit side of sales account. So 2019 March 7 by First of all, Nitin account, amount is 6,407 by Paresh account, amount is 3,200. Very easy. Posting is very easy after the journal entry, but you have to know all the journal entry first. You have to return also all the journal entry first, and then you can prepare these accounts. Okay, so this is the posting. Now the last entry. The last entry is computer account debit, that is laptop or computer account debit, to cash account. Already cash account is there, and to Piyush Electronic Stores account. Piyush Electronic Store. Okay, so here laptop account debit side. First of all, 2019 March 9th. See, laptop account debit side, but two opposite sider. That's why we have to write down two opposite side. Two cash and two Piyush Electronic Store. Two cash account 5,000. Two Piyush Electronic account 20,000. Two entries is debited here. Sorry, computer account is one only debit side, but the opposite side two accounts are there, so we have to write down that two accounts, two cash account and two Piyush Electronic Store account. Okay, and in the Piyush Electronic Store and the cash account credit side, we have to write down these two entries. So first of all, on the credit side here, 9th by computer into bracket laptop account, amount is 5,000. Whatever the cash amount is there, we have to return that 5,000 by computer oblique into bracket laptop account. This debit recorded here on the credit side of cash account, 9th by computer oblique into bracket laptop account. Whatever the account we are writing here, we have to write down compulsory that amount, that name, by computer into bracket laptop account, and 5,000 the cash amount we have to return here. And in the Piyush Electronic Stores also credit side, opposite side name, that is by computer into bracket laptop account, amount is taken from here, that is 20,000. See, this is the posting into all the accounts. Ledger of Kavish, we are writing out the posting, all the transactions we are posting. That here your second illustration is over. First of all, I am giving you here 1 minute for that. Please see the full question and all the entries, and if you are missing any items, then please see this video again and then please clear that, and also make a practice. See, this is your illustration number 2, and also make a practice of this illustration 2 to 3 times in your rough book also. This one you have to write down in your example book, as well as this one is you have to write down 2 to 3 times, or make a practice for yourself 2 times minimum in your rough book. Okay, so first complete that. This is your illustration number 2 and it is completed. Now see the illustration number 3. See, the first point is posting from the simple journal entry. That is illustration number 1. Now posting. Second point is posting from combined or joint entry. That is illustration number 2. Right? Now the third topic is posting from the subsidiary books. Subsidiary books, that is purchase book, sales book, purchase return book, sales return book, any of the subsidiary book we have to record. See, journal entries and the subsidiary books are the option. If you are a small trader, then you have to prepare journal entries. But if you are a very big wholesaler or very big seller, then trader, then what? Then you have to prepare all the subsidiary books, and that is optional. From that we have to make a posting. That means here we have to make a we have to prepare an accounts in the ledger and make a posting for that journal entry or the subsidiary books entry. Purchase book means what? That is not purchase account. For sales book, that is what? That is not sales account. That is only the entries, right? The different way to record the entries. Journal entries only. But here we have to make a posting of that journal entry or the from subsidiary books. We have to prepare and particular accounts, purchase account, sales account from the purchase book, sales book, and that is called posting from subsidiary book. Okay, so see that. Now illustration number 3, posting from the subsidiary book. See illustration number 3M. First of all, see that from the following transactions, prepare the sales book of Sri Anu and post them into ledger. Prepare sales book. First of all, we have to prepare one sales book only. Only sale transaction is given, and we have to prepare a sales book, that is subsidiary book, and from that subsidiary book we have to make a proper ledger, all the into the ledger, post them into the ledger. That means we have to prepare all the accounts, affected account, and make the posting. Okay, so first of all, write down in your fair book directly sales book of Sri Anu. See, when journal entry you have to write down, and I'm just telling you, I'm not writing journal entry on the board, because it is all, you all are familiar with the journal entries, as well as all the subsidiary books are also familiar with you. That's why you have to prepare subsidiary books in your account, in your fair book, and then we will prepare the affected account here on the board. So write down sales book of Sri Anu. Prepare sales book of Sri Anu. Date, name of customer, sales book, that's why customer is there, name of customer, again other outward invoice number, LF, ledger folio number, and the amount. That is subsidiary books format, sales book format. Date, name of customer, inward invoice number, LF, and amount. Okay, so I hope you prepare that. Now the first transaction in the subsidiary book, that is in the sales book. What is the first transaction? On 1/5/2016, goods of rupees 25,000 are sold to Ankura at 10% trade discount. 10% trade discount compulsory deducted, and directly the net amount is we have to record. So on the subsidiary book, debit side, not debit side only, in the date column 1/5/2019 1/5/2019, in the particulars or on name of customer column, to Ankura account, not to only Ankura account, Ankura's account. Inward invoice number is not given, that's why dash. LF, no entry, we have to write down in the LF. And the amount column, write down 25,000 minus 10%. Please calculate in your calci. 25,000 minus 10%. So 10%, that is 2,500 is deducted. That's why 22,500. Write down in the amount column 22,500. I repeat, in the date column 1st May 2019. Then Ankura's account in the name of customer, and the amount column 22,500. Next, fourth entry, that is 4th May. Goods of rupees 6,600 are sold to Jigar with 25% profit on it thereon. So calculation, please make a calculation. But after that, first of all, we have to write down the date, that is 4th May. in the customer column, name of the customer column, Jigar account, Jigar's account, right? And in the amount column 6600. Please write down in the calci. Please calculate in the calci. 6600 plus 25%. $6,600 plus 25%. So 1750 added, that is 8250, right? So write down in the amount column 8250. Again I repeat that, 4th May in the name of customer Jigar's account, and in the amount column 8250. How? 6600 plus 25% profit on it. Okay. And the last point here, the last entry on 6th May, goods of rupees 7500 are sold to Hia sorry, at cost price. So at cost price directly we are saying selling the goods to Hia. That's why in the date column 6th May, name of customer Hia's account, and the amount column directly 7500, nothing else. Very easy. Make the total now. Total credit sales, into bracket write down sales account, and total is 38,250. Please make the total, complete the subsidiary book, close the subsidiary book, that is sales account or sales book, sorry, not sales account. Total of subsidiary books or total sales of this month, that is May, is now 38,250. Now prepare the ledger account in the books of Sri Anup. Ledger of Sri Anup. Sales account first, because sales book, that's why we have to prepare first sales account. Date, particulars, JF, amount, date, particulars, JF and amount. This one is the debit side and this one is the credit side. Sales account. Then which three parties are there? Ankura, Jigar and Hia. Now Ankura's account. Ankura, then Jigar, Jigar's account, and last one is Hia's account. See the ledger posting here in the sales book, whatever the total amount is there, 38,250 is the total of the sales book that we have to record on the credit side, because sales is always debited. What is the journal entry? See, whenever you are recording from the subsidiary book, first of all you have to make the journal entry for that also. The party name, debit the receiver, that's why party name is always debit and the sales account is always credit. So the total of sales account we have to, sales book we have to record on the credit side of sales account, and the different three accounts, Ankura, Jigar and Hia, three parties are there. Their three parties are always debited because debit the receiver. That's why here debit side, Ankura account, two sales account, two sales account, two sales account we have to write down. And in the credit side, by the customer, all the customer, not the detail, all the names of here Ankura, Jigar, Hia's name is not recorded here because that already recorded in the subsidiary book. So we don't have to make a double entry for that. We just have to record the by sundry debtors account as per the sales book. What we have to write down? By sundry debtors. These all are the debtors for the business. Ankura, Jigar and Hia. I am selling the goods to the pet person. That's why they are the debtors. Right? And debtors always recorded as by debtors account as per the sales book. Okay. So here on the credit side, first of all, 2019 May. See the last day of the entry we have to record. What is the last day of the entry? That is 6. So here we have to write down 6. If the last day is 31st, then we have to write down here 31st. But we are recording that all the subsidiary books into the account on 6. That's why we have to write down 2019 May 6 by sundry debtors account. And we have to write down compulsory total amount as per sales book. Compulsory. Debtors account total amount as per sales book, because we have to make a note that all the sundry debtors, who are the sundry debtors? These Ankura, Jigar and Hia. From where we have to know which three are the debtors? From the sales book, as per the sales book. Total amount as per the sales book. We have to just show the name of the debtors in the sales book. Okay. So we just have to make a total here 38,250. Total sales we have to record in the sales account. Whenever the subsidiary book is there, we don't have to separately record all the parties' name. See, in the last illustration, Paresh and Nitin, sales account recorded in the sales account. What is the recorded by Nitin account and by Paresh account? Both entry are recorded on the credit side because there is no any subsidiary book, there is no any sales book. Okay, that's why we have to record in the sales account all the customer name on the credit side. But whenever we are recording from the sales book, that is from the subsidiary book, we don't have to record all the party name. Just we have to make a total of sales book and write down the buy sundry debtors account and the total of the sales book we have to write down. Here we have to write down in the bracket total amount as per the sales book. Okay, that is 38,250. Now the Ankura, that all are the debtors, that's why debited that account. Okay, so here on the debit side 2019, what is the date of Ankura's transaction? That is 1st May. To sales account, what is the Ankura's sales? Net sales is 22,500, so we have to write down 22,500. But we are not recording directly. See, in the Nitin and Paresh account, we are just recording to sales account and the amount. But here we are not recording direct from the journal entry, we are recording from the subsidiary book. That's why we have to make a conclusion for that, that is as per the sales book. As per sales book. Whenever you are writing from the sales book, you have to write down these. Whenever you are writing from the journal entry, you don't have to write down these. Just write down to sales account. From journal entry, if you are posting, then you just have to write down to sales account. But from subsidiary book, sales book, if you are writing, then you have to compulsory give the conclusion that as per the sales book, amount is that. Same way, 2019 May 4, to sales account, same amount is only Jigger amount. Jigger amount is what? Is 8250, 6,600 plus 25% profit, that is 8,250. Again, we are recording from sales book, that's why as per sales book. And the last 2019 May 6th, to sales account, yeah, 7,500, and again conclusion as per sales book. So here very easy, posting from subsidiary book is very easy. See the criteria, see the arrows is also given here. To sales account, to sales account and to sales account. We are recording this sales account here and we are recording from the subsidiary book, sales book, total of the all the debtors, that is total sales we are recording in the sales account. Okay, so here the recording or posting from subsidiary book is also over. So please write that. That is illustration number 3 is over. See, in the last session, I told you that 1, 2, 3 question you have to return in your fair book. Now, you have to write down 4, 5 and 6. Not 4, sorry, 5 and 6. First of all, in the 5, write down journal entries. Then prepare the affected account in the ledger and make the posting. In the 6 same, in the 6 sum, same entry is there. First of all, you have to prepare journal entries, then accounts and then posting. So only 2 sums, 5 and 6, that is your homework. Exercise 9, question number 5 and 6 is your homework. So complete your homework in your exercise book, and if you have any doubts then please ask me, WhatsApp me. Okay, so here and complete my lecture. Thank you class. Have a nice day. Bye bye.